I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man. This is a quote from arguably the greatest rapper of all time. Now, Jay-Z and I don't have much in common. But I also see my career as different from the normal. And somewhere along my journey, my perspective on my career changed. It started when I was finishing university. I was excited, exhilarated, looking forward to the one thing that every young man and woman dreams of, a 9-to-5. I was excited to finally start my career. I thought all I'd have to do is fill out a few applications, sit through some interviews, and select from a range of roles, all dying to employ me. And within 2 or 3 weeks, I'd be signing the contract. But 2 or 3 months went by, and then 6 months went by, and almost a year went by. I applied to thousands of roles, received tons of rejections. You know how it goes. Unfortunately, you've not been accepted. We regret to inform you we'll be going in another direction. The interviews would go the same way every time. From the first stage of the interview, I'd be moved to the second stage, and then to the third stage, and just when I thought I'd achieved my goal, I'd get the message. We just don't think you're good enough. I felt worthless, like I had no value, nothing to offer these companies. I questioned, would I ever get the chance to show what I can do? But one day, that changed. We'd like to offer you the role. I was excited, finally about to start my career. But very shortly after starting this role, my excitement began to fade. I had new thoughts going through my head. Worries like, will I pass this probation period or be let go and sent back to face the wrath of this job market? Do they even see the good work that I'm doing? Why do I feel so undervalued? And still, why am I going unnoticed? But one day, on my lunch break, I was scrolling through Instagram, and I came across something that would eventually change my perspective on building a career. It was this online business guru, and he said something, 5 words: your career is a business. I looked at my phone and thought to myself, what does this mean? I didn't understand it. I continued to scroll through Instagram and look at more important things. I questioned, what does this mean? I don't remember who that business guru was. I don't even remember how he looked. But what he said continued to play on my mind. Your career is a business. Your career is a business. Your career is a business. As the months went on, I began to realize exactly what this quote meant. I began to consider the key ways a business works. Think of some of the biggest businesses you know. Each of them are known for something. Apple is known for smartphones. McDonald's is known for fast food. Nike is known for trainers and sportswear. So what was I going to be known for? And how was I going to be known? Now, Apple is not the only company that sells smartphones. McDonald's is not the only fast food place. And if you sold me Nike shoes without the tick, I probably wouldn't buy it. So what differentiates these companies? It is their brand. So how was I going to create a brand for myself? I needed to do this, to differentiate myself and market my ability. I did this by simply sharing what I was doing. Small wins, courses I was taking, projects I was building, the things I was learning. I would create posts about them on platforms like LinkedIn and YouTube. And in time of doing this, I started to notice changes. Recruiters would message me, sending me roles they think I would be a great fit for. I started to receive invites to industry events all of a sudden. I even received a job offer without applying or interviewing for the role. And one day, at one of my company events where I worked, the CEO of my company came up to me to speak about one of the LinkedIn posts that I had posted previously. He was intrigued by me. He sparked great conversation. He saw me as someone with something to say. Not only were more doors opening, but the people around me began to see me as someone of value. The game changed when I realized the opportunities I was once looking for were now looking for me. What I was posting online was nothing groundbreaking. In fact, in my opinion, it was just average. But I'm convinced that average work in public is far greater than excellent work in private. I was marketing myself as if I was a business. And this got me thinking, what else do businesses do? Businesses do sales. They find a customer that would potentially be interested in their product or service. They tell them how good the product or service would be. The customer would have the option to accept or reject. And if they accept, they would negotiate a price. It wasn't until my next job search that I realized I was doing the same thing in my career. I would find a company that would potentially be interested in hiring me. I'd tell them about my product and services and how great I would be in that role. The company would have the option to accept or reject me, and if they accept, we'd negotiate a price, a salary. I was doing sales in my career as if I was a business, and I was the product that needed selling. If I'd thought like this before, things would have been so different. In my first job search, I struggled. At first, I sent out 20 or 30 applications, thinking that would be enough. I was entitled. I took each rejection personally. I struggled to sell myself and my value. I thought my degree made me an excellent product that didn't need selling. But I was wrong. And when I realized this, I had to do things differently. I began to think like a business. What does the customer need? Or in this case, what does the company need? And how do I become that? Businesses are competitive. They compete for the minds of their customers. It is a game that you can only win if you stand out. The job market and my coworkers taught me that in my career I was doing the same thing. And if I didn't find a way to stand out and differentiate myself from everyone else, my value would never increase. So, what that business guru said was not nonsense after all. In fact, he was right. My career is a business. And ever since I made the commitment to learning those business skills of sales, marketing, and standing out, the opportunities have only grown. It's allowed me to grow my confidence. It's given me access to opportunities that have blown my mind. And you never know. Maybe one day I'll even get the opportunity to give a TEDx talk. So here are my questions. To anyone building a career today, do you shout about the good work that you're doing? How do you sell yourself according to the needs? What are you doing to stand out? But most importantly, how's business?